Hello everybody, my name is Ash and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. And today we're going to start tackling the Ring City. This will be the first episode of a Ring City playthrough, but if you're following along my channel and the Dark Souls 3 playthrough that I've been doing, this will be a part 57 of the overall series, but let's think of it as like a new arc. You know, this is season 3, Stardust, Ring City, so this is where we are. Now, last time when we finished the DLC, finished the Ashes of Ariandel DLC and spoke to various people, got Titanite slabs here and there. I haven't used them yet, not sure where I'll use them. I can't remember if I put the crow. Yeah, I used a slab of crow's tail. Anyway, so there's two entrances to this Ring City DLC. There's one right here. So if you beat this DLC, you can go straight to the other one, and the other location you can take is at the Kiln of the First Flame. Now, given the context of the DLC and the content and the story implications, and the fact that the entrance of the DLC is in the literal last area of the vanilla game, that's basically saying, hey, this is the end game. This is the end of the series. This is the final bit of content. This is going to kick your ass, so you better come in prepared. So I don't know if we're prepared. We do have a collection of weapons here, but here's our stats as it sits: 30 vigor, 10 attunement, 30 endurance, 23 vitality, 55 dex, 24 strength, and the other three don't really matter. 24. This is mostly a dex build for those who aren't following. I've got 24 strength purely so I can one-hand the Exile Greatsword if I decide to ever use it, and the Lothric Greatsword plus 10. I've got various rings here, of course. These are going to change as we go through the Ring City, because there are some excellent rings. In fact, the Ring of Favour upgrade is going to be there. Got my nice little... chose this arm set purely on the look of it. I think it looks cool. And as for weapon, like I said, I kind of glossed over it, but I've got a lot of weapons here, so I might be switching between a few of them throughout the playthrough. Oh, I forgot to put these bows away, whatever. So anyway, let's press on with this DLC and travel to Dreadheap. Like that, no flashy introduction or anything, because honestly, even the way this DLC is, it's pretty much a part 2 to the Ashes of Ariandel. But we do have an NPC here that we can talk to.
Oh, your head's square on your shoulders, is it? I thought that clambering tin can was the last, but here we go again. What is it you want from this old stone-amped hag? I've nothing for you, not a smithereen. I just like to stand here and take in the view.
I have business with you.
Well, that came out of nowhere. You think an old stone-amped hag would be brimming with goodies? I've none of that, not a smithereen.
She likes that word, smithereen. And she sells us pretty basic stuff. Embers, we're probably going to need some of them. We've only got 41. Farming items, she sells a limited amount of rusted coins, but infinite amount of... well, rusted gold coins are limited, but anyway, some farming gear, you know, blessings. And this, the split-sleeve greatsword, which is actually a halberd. I don't have the strength to wield it, but usually probably I can two-hand it, so might buy it and show it off later. But a long-handled greatsword that made its way from a distant land, crafted entirely with steel, making it exceedingly heavy. Split leaf refers to the shape of the great blade and its resemblance to the veins of a leaf. Yeah, I guess so. Skill, wind wheel. Spin weapon vigorously above head and sweep foes and transition with a normal or strong attack to continued spin attacks, which whip up wind and gain momentum, strengthening subsequent attacks. So basically a helicopter.
Keep your marbles intact, love. At least until I lose mine.
Alright, she's... Yeah, so yeah, right away, first NPC sells you a DLC weapon. And you get these, like, hidden little messages. Not even hidden, but they're, like, telling you where to go. And you get, like, these images of the slave knight that sucked us into the Ashes of Ariandel painting. And he's telling us to go down. I'm going to go this way first and collect an ember. But since there's a lot of... Actually, before we jump down, let's get a look at the landscape. Obviously see a bit of stuff over there, including items. There's some sort of figure there. You see it's very similar looking to Lothric Castle's like architecture. In fact, if you noticed, compare this to the end of the game with the killing the first flame, where the world's like distorted and stuff. It's kind of the same basis, kind of very similar to Bloodborne's Old Hunters DLC, where it's all a distorted version of a past world. Anyway, because it's saying take the plunge and he's pointing downwards, drop down, look at that, and it's like some ash, big pile of ash that cushions the fall, so we don't really need to wear the cat ring in certain locations, which is really nice. Get these fuckers summoning in. That's not good. Oh, we can roll stun them as well, that's nice. Okay, I got two shot 'em. Okay, I can two-hand this and one-hit him. Not a fan of that pixel survival shit that this game likes to do, where you've got like enemies are just left with pixel health, and these guys are shooting dregs at us. Do a cheeky amount of damage. See a corpse of a dragon there. What happened to this dragon? Who knows? Who cares? It's bizarre. Yeah, one of the new enemies in this game that has quite the tendency to kick the shit out of people. Got the Estus ring on. Luckily, they have a little unique animation where you can drop in and stab him in the, well, the dark aura. That's where the head should be. Kind of like the Witch King from Lord of the Rings. You stab him in the head, and the spirit gets completely destroyed, I guess. But yeah, they can be a pain, and this weapon is not too good against them. Aquamarine Dagger, another weapon that we can get immediately. That's pretty useful or handy. But it's an intelligence weapon, and it's pretty cool looking. I haven't really had much use for it myself, because I don't usually do intelligence builds in this game. But we'll see what it says. A dagger fitted with aquamarine crystal, engraved with a prayer in the old tongue to ward off incident. What the fuck? Incident. Perhaps it was a parting gift for those who sent off on great travels. I mean, I'm bad at reading out stuff, but some of the descriptions in this game just put in words to fuck with me. Skill, Crystal Blade, release magic from aquamarine crystal, creating a blue crystal steel blade, lengthy enough to swing like a straight sword. So it goes from a dagger to like a thing. It's like basically like a flash sword, I guess. But it's pretty cool. Because I've never personally used it. I don't know if it's a normal weapon or a twinkly weapon, so I can't tell you if you could infuse it. Not like Dark Souls 2, where you can infuse everything. This looks suspect. Good thing I don't get fall damage on that one little that windowsill, I guess. Uh-oh. I'm trying to avoid getting hit with wherever they are. Uh-oh. Can avoid hit by that. It's also bad for your health. Watch this. This is pretty cool. So some of these sorcerers will like transform themselves into like a giant soul dreg sort of creature and just charge at you for high damage. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool animation. Pretty daunting as well. Oh wow. Can't say I agree with that grab animation. Oh, there we go. Let's go up here. Grab this little item here. A murky hand scythe. So yeah, I already got another weapon. It's a dagger, another dagger. More of a slashy slash. No, these daggers don't really have much in the way of critical though, sadly. So if you're looking to backstab stuff, yeah. Backstabbing intelligence build, nah, not a chance. A short-handed scythe wielded by the merkmen who rise from the depths, enveloped by black dampness and imbued with the strength of dark. And it has the quick step ability. Can't use it, unfortunately, but it's pretty much like a harpy thing, whatever the fuck it's called. Harp. The work, you know, like those work tools that they use in the undead settlement. Like, it's kind of like one of them hand scythe things, I guess. It is. I mean, it's called a hand scythe, but anyway, it's a dark weapon. Never had much use for it. Weapons that do better jobs. Take the plunge. Now, when this DLC first came out, these guys were a bit much. See, they see you, they start pummeling you with lasers. You can, like, take cover and then run out. But yeah, these angels, if we can get like an angle on them. Fuck. Why? I don't like that. Like, okay, why did you aggro? Let's try and get that out. Yeah. As you can see, these guys are pretty fucked up, and if you look back on the Dragon Slayer boss fight, where you have like these moths that are flying around, the pilgrim butterflies. You see these are more of like a complete form of them, but they look more angelic. Like I can't even like get around to peek at it. That was probably a waste of an Estus, actually. We also got a ring, and you notice it said +3 on it, so this to prove its seriousness, like, because maybe some players are coming into this on their third new game cycle and already have the +2 rings, but you see here, like, does a lot more protection than the standard one, because this is like the level 3 version, or the level 4 version, if that's level 1, and so on and so forth. So this is pretty good. So if you're playing on the first new game cycle, you want to have a bit of an easier time going into New Game Plus, popping into here and getting a few rings isn't a bad idea. And it's got the same description as it, so it's not very, you know, so. But with each ring, each ring is heavier than. Oh wait, no, I thought. Oh, it's not. That must be a Dark Souls 2 thing, because I thought the upgraded rings would always be are always like heavier. That's weird. So yeah, I'll put that ring on. Blindside is always good. Obviously, you saw that guy do that little animation. Before we engage with these guys. It's because his spear has a unique function. God, I hate how much they can spam their Great Shield Bash. Like that animation there. And it actually buffs their attack damage. And we're getting chunks just gifted to us by these guys. Like I said, end game area. But yeah, you want these. That spear boosts their attack damage, which is bad for our well-being. That's for goddamn sure. Oh, fuck. Don't want to get hit by that. Because it hits like a truck. Now, this room, I think the enemies are constantly respawning, so probably better off just only killing if we need to. Murky Longstaff. Which is what... Oh, fuck me. What a weird looking archway. I wonder if there's anything behind it. Oh, how about that? There is. Okay, well, we'll read that Murky Longstaff description in a second, but you can tell by this area it's a complete clusterfuck, so... Oh, there's an item back there, god damn it. Ember. That's... Look at that. They already respawned and all I did was turn my head. So yeah, like I said, it's quite futile to try and even... Fuck me. Oh, Jesus. That's a bit spammy. And we get Great Soul Dregs, which is the spell that we're trying so desperately to avoid getting hit by there. Drop down. Yay, there we go. That's good. And over here is... Oh, a Silver Serpent Ring +3. Maybe we should put that on just to power level our way up to... Well, anything above us. Alright. Oh, it's heavier than the Protection Ring. Oh, well. So let's look at that Murky Longstaff and the spell. So, Chant of the Depths is the weapon art. I don't know what that is. I've never seen much gameplay use of this Murky Longstaff, so see what happens. But it's obviously a dark staff. It has a bit of faith scaling, not much, but since it's a staff, it will naturally lean into intelligence more than faith anyway. A long-handed staff wielded by the mercmen who rise from the depths, slathered with black murkiness and fit for dark sorceries. The skill is Chant of the Depths, works with staff equipped in left or right hand, briefly boosts strength of dark sorceries. So I guess, I don't know, I've not really used dark sorceries in this game. Maybe on my co-op playthrough with Will, when I'm doing the pyromancy, I might switch to dark pyromancies and see, dark sorceries and see how this holds out. I'm not too sure, but I might just do some homework on the Frexer Life or Wicked Art or whatever. And the spell that we also got, the first spell we got, requires 40 intelligence. Jesus, so you know this is meaning business. This is like the upgraded version of like Deep Soul and Great Deep Soul. Sorcery that fires dark dregs that have stewed for ages far within the deep. This sorcery is the highest form of Deep Soul. Some of the mercmen who rise from the depths are possessed by soul dregs, which have a grave likeness to the human form. So yeah, hits like a truck. Pretty good. And it's weird because it like, not only does it do damage, but it gets faster the longer it's out. So it can throw people off if they're not prepared for it in the old PvPs. Oh, Angel can spot us. But there's also this lava looking thing here. I don't know if it's doing like some sort of animation, but I don't know if it can attack us. It looks like it's trying to attack us, but I don't know if it has a hitbox on it. We just get a look at it and it's like, it's got no eyes, it's got a big gaping mouth. And it kind of looks like the and it's chained to the floor as well, even though it's got chains. It's like a maggot of some kind. I can't like anyway. What a weird quirk is these little bug things are actually like connected to the angels, so we know how to kill these angels. These angels aren't going to be a permanent fixture, although there is one that can be, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, there is a counter to these angels. Take the plunge. deep soul actually gets faster as it comes towards us. Thankful for walls, right? Wow. Wow! I don't know what's going on with this, this here weapon of mine that likes to undershoot by like only a tiny amount. Yeah, it's hard to stagger this guy. Also hard to roll past his attacks, apparently. Also, he's one of the many enemies that like to do 1,000,000 attacks without so much as a... Oh, he just butt slammed me. What the fuck? I didn't even know they could do that. Yeah, the Flamberge. Not a good choice against him, it seems. But they are a reliable source of Titanite chunks. So if you can reliably kill them consistently... you should be doing alright for yourself. There's an area up above that I missed, which I'm kind of annoyed about. Because I can hear stuff above me. In fact, you can see a bit of that area. Oh, you see there, it's the next area. There's a knight down there. Alright, we'll drop down. Oh. There we go. And we'll tackle this area in the next episode. Oh, not this episode, but next... Not that next episode, but like, we're gonna... at the bare minimum... find... travel back to Dreg Heap, and we're gonna go to the areas that we kind of missed, and hopefully... do a better job of it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this episode and enjoying this playthrough, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.